Speaker, the committee proposes amending this clause to include a gradual increase in the rate of from 1.5% to 3% and not from 1.5% to 6% as proposed in the bill. And this is to ensure there is fast implementation of this adjustment. Honorable Speaker, this has been one of the most confused clauses that has been to the members of the public. This tax is not on digital content creators. This tax is for these applications, for example, Uber Eats, Jumia, and the tax is imposed on the owners of the platform, not on the consumers or those people making those deliveries, Honorable Speaker. And this has been endorsed by the best practice through OECD countries to have a uniformity globally on taxation around the digital marketplace, Honorable Speaker. On clause 912G, there is the proposed introduction of minimum top-up tax. This committee strongly supports its measure, noting its global adoption in over 60 countries, where many of these key multinational companies operate. Failing to implement this tax in Kenya would undermine the fair application of tax obligations, potentially allowing constituent companies located in Kenya to underpay their share of revenues. This amendment is aligned to the multilateral instruments on profit shifting and base erosion that this House approved a month ago. Again, another very misinterpreted clause. The minimum top-up tax, to explain simply, means where a multinational company operates in Kenya and as a group company, and in the company of their origin, they have a lower tax rate than that of Kenya, then they will be required to pay this minimum top-up tax. And again, this is to align ourselves with best practice. Clause 9, 12H, proposes an introduction of motor vehicle tax at the rate of 2.5% of the value of the vehicle. With this clause, the committee knows the following. 1, Section 3.2 of the Income Tax Act defines what constitutes an income upon which a tax is chargeable under the Act, whereas the proposed motor tax is levied on an asset and not on income as described by the Income Tax Act. The proposal, Honorable Speaker, to cap the levy at 100,000 shillings makes this tax discriminatory and non-progressive, because this essentially means that those motor vehicles that have a value of 4 million shillings and below would have paid the fair tax of 2.5%. But those vehicles that have of higher value of 2.5% would have paid a less commensurate percentage of that motor vehicle tax. The proposal will have adverse effects on the insurance-taking behavior of motor vehicle owners and further lead to negative effects on the insurance sector. Honorable Speaker, notably also, commercial vehicles which are subject to advanced tax and would therefore amount to double taxation. We noticed concerns from the members of the public. Most especially commercial vehicles take third-party insurance. Third-party insurance is a flat rate of 7,500 shillings. So if we impose 2.5% on a matatu that say is worth 4 million shillings, that means that the motor vehicle tax on that matatu would be 100,000 shillings. And considering that most of them struggle to even raise the 7,500 shillings comprehensive insurance, then that would be quite punitive and would actually even lead to them not taking the regular insurance for their motor vehicles. From the foregoing, the committee recommends therefore the deletion of the proposed motor vehicle tax. Honorable Speaker, on clause 10, the proposal to limit the deductibility of an employee's contributions to a post-retirement medical fund to 10,000 shillings. This committee recommends increasing actually the limit to 15,000 shillings. This is to encourage a saving culture for a post-retirement medical scheme. This is an improvement from our last year's amendment where we introduced the relief, and therefore we really urge this House to adopt this amendment. Honorable Speaker, you will note a concept called black tax, where the reason why a majority of Kenyans, especially middle-income earning Kenyans, are struggling, one of them is because they have to support their aging parents. Some of them really contributed their many years of public service to serving the people of this country. So we are therefore providing for an incentive for them